Hey Razmanites, what's going on? It's the Razman here. Well, I'm making a bit of history today because for the first time ever, I'm going to air an episode of the Razman's Reality on my group channels. Well, 2 out of the 3 of them anyway. It won't belong on the Cigarette Burns because it has nothing to do with a film review, but those guys actually know what's going on, and I'm going to be shooting the next 3 rounds of Cigarette Burns reviews immediately following this video, just so that I don't miss any reviews. But there's a reason that I'm going to be doing the Razman's Reality on my other 2 group channels, 5 Awesome Studs and Super Random Sauce. You won't see this on 5 Awesome Studs for a couple of days because of the Survivor competition. But there's something all of you need to know. Each and every single Razmanite out there, you need to know it. And I thought rather than make 3 videos on it and say the same thing all 3 times, I just go ahead and make 1 video, put the logo in it, and go ahead and let it double for the group channels. So I have some very sad and unfortunate news to tell you, and that's all coming up right now on 5 Awesome Studs, Super Random Sauce, and the Razman's Reality. Alrighty, so I want to just apologize straight off the bat because this is not the normal The Razman. This is not me having a blast like I always do making these videos, but unfortunately this is something that I no longer can keep you guys in the dark about. There's some people that aren't in the dark about it. There's some people that know, 4 people to be exact, that know, that I talk to on a regular basis off of YouTube. But other than those 4 people, none of you know this, and I just cannot keep it in the dark anymore because unfortunately we're getting close to the 0 hour, and it's something I have to put out there so that you guys know why I might all of a sudden disappear. And that is, due to circumstances far beyond my control. We've racked up quite a bit of debt here in my personal home, and I have to move because I can no longer afford to live here where I'm living. I don't know where I'm going yet or what I'll be doing, but the reason that I had to tell all of you about it is because it could be happening at the drop of a hat at a moment's notice, and when it does happen, you guys could go 48 hours, which wouldn't be that big a deal because that's normally how long there is between all my episodes anyway, but you could go 48 hours to a week to 2 weeks to a month. I really don't know before you see me again because I have to move into lower income housing, and then I have to figure out how to afford high-speed internet access again. So I just needed to let you guys know that, so that if I disappear, you know that I haven't given up on YouTube, I haven't given up on all of you, and I will be back as soon as I can. And like I said in the intro to this video, as a preventative measure, we'll be shooting the next 3 The Cigarette Burns film reviews, so I will not miss any reviews, at least as far as the ones that are planned now. If those guys have to do movies without me, I'm sure they'll come to that decision and there'll be no hard feelings there, but for now I've done what I can so that I don't miss any reviews on that channel. This really sucks, you guys, you know, to have your whole life turned upside down like this. It really sucks to not know what your next move is. And then on top of that, I have some really, really bad news. for you guys, if that one wasn't bad enough, that news that is. As many of you know, I attempted to build, and I'm still trying to build, a custom built computer, because this computer that I'm using is very, very crappy and has very little RAM, and it's just not conducive to video making. That's why I've had to stop using my HD camera for YouTube, and I'm currently using this high quality webcam. Yeah, it's good and all, but it's just a 4x3 webcam. I've gone into being forced to use that because I don't have enough space to render in HD. So that, coupled with the desire of my own self to take the Razman's Reality to the next level and use things like overlay to really illustrate your point in your videos, that's why I got a new system. Well, you guys know by now that I received 2 bad motherboards in a row, and I just got the news yesterday that Gigabyte is being absolute, excuse my language to anyone that's watching this and is easily offended by coarse language, seeing as how I normally don't use it, but Gigabyte is being absolute assholes because they're refusing to honor my RMA, because they're saying, oh, we can't repair your motherboard because the motherboard came to us damaged. Well, yeah, duh, it's damaged, Gigabyte. Why do you think I tried to get an RMA from you? So I can't get an RMA from Newegg anymore, which is why I went through Gigabyte, because in between the 2 motherboards, a 30-day time limit had passed. So now Gigabyte's not honoring an RMA. So basically, if you haven't already figured it out and put 2 and 2 together, what that means, Razmanites, is that I have to buy a new motherboard to go and make the new system work. And I just don't know where that money is going to come from. And I'm really sorry, I'm trying to avoid getting overly emotional here. Hopefully it's not coming across on camera. But I just don't know where that money is going to come from because of the fact of everything else that's going on. And this computer is being very, very touchy right now. And yesterday at the point of filming this video, that is, it literally took 45 minutes to turn on in the morning hours. So any day now, this machine is going to quit. And when it does, I'm not going to have a computer to use until I can come up with, at the least rather, $100 most likely for a decent motherboard. That's about what they run. I might be able to find something for less, but it'd just be a miracle, and it's still a matter of the money is nowhere to be found. So I need to let you guys know that, because this computer could quit on me at any moment, which would force me to stop making videos for a short time until I got things straightened out. And also the move could force me to stop making videos for a short time until I got things straightened out. All that being said, however, you guys are going to continue to see me on the Razman's Reality every 48 hours and on these group channels, all of them, for as long as I can do it. I'll keep doing videos here for as long as I'm in this house. So I still plan on getting the Dollhouse series completely finished following this video. I still plan on answering the Q&A answers. You can still go ahead and leave questions in that video since we haven't got around to doing it yet. But all that stuff is still in the works and will be done. And I'm still planning on doing it, and I'm not going anywhere. I just needed you guys to be aware that things are kind of crappy right now. With that, this is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase. but a way of life.